Who's ready to eat some dirt? Let's make chocolate dirt pudding. I have a pot here, a whisk, and a rubber spatula. I also have a container to store my pudding in while it cools. And all my ingredients are ready. In the pot, I'm going to add my whole milk. This is all my other dry ingredients. I've got some sugar, brown sugar, cornstarch, some salt, and cocoa powder. Let's add those in. Now we're going to whisk these over medium heat. Be sure to use a pot holder just in case. First, it's going to look like chocolate milk, but that cornstarch is acting as our thickener, and as this heats up, it's going to thicken our mixture and create a delicious pudding. Really scrape the sides of the pot because it could burn. This is what you're looking for. It's bubbling up and it's thickened. Turn the heat off and add your chocolate and butter and melt those up. Don't forget the vanilla. We add that last so the flavor doesn't burn off. Stir it up. Okay, now we're going to transfer our pudding to a container. We need it to cool off completely before we finish this dirt pudding. Scrape all of it into the container. Now we're going to cover the top of the pudding with plastic wrap so it doesn't form a skin on top. Gross. Press the plastic so it's touching the top of the pudding. And then top the entire thing with a lid. In the fridge to cool. We need to crush up these Oreos using a rolling pin or our hands. I keep the frosting in the Oreos, but you can take it out if you want to. Break up the pudding a little bit using a rubber scraper. It might solidify in the fridge overnight. We're going to make some whipped cream by hand. Add your heavy cream to a chilled bowl and use a whisk and whisk like crazy. Let's see what it looks like throughout the stages. First it just gets foamy, and you'll notice it starts to thicken up. That's soft peaks right there. This is what we're looking for, stiff peaks. Now we're going to take this heavy cream, once it's whipped up, and we're going to add it to our chocolate pudding. Look how airy it is. Now we're going to fold it in. Cut through the middle of the pudding and gently fold the whipped cream over. We don't want to get rid of all that nice air we created. This is going to lighten up our pudding a little bit. Once it's mostly mixed, we're going to add about 2/3 of those Oreos. Fold those in as well. Now we're ready to assemble. Take your cups and use a couple spoons to put the pudding into the cups. Then top each cup with the additional Oreos. There we go. Dirt you can actually eat.